All right. What's up, everybody? Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing well. Sorry, I got caught up with something I had to take care of real quick. I am ready to go. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff today. Just probably, I mean, we don't have that much time, but it should be a good time regardless. We're going to do probably one BBM, one eliminator. Pretty simple stuff there. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys all had a good week. I got a pretty busy week myself, but wanted to make sure, like I said, continue to get the content out as promised. After this week, I'll have a little more time, and obviously, I'll be, as mentioned before, I will be out of town for a little bit. But then when I'm back, then I will hit the ground running again. Okay. All right, go to BBM. Let's get it going. All right, I wanted to make sure my stuff is updated fully. Okay. Pull up ESPN, some other stuff here. If I'm feeling like that. Description. I want the timestamps for today. Okay. I'll make sure everything looks how I expect it to. But yeah, I wanted to do, I think like, I'll probably do two today. I got to pick up my dog from his appointment here in a bit. Okay, so that actually worked how I intended it to. That's cool. Cool. All right, let's get going. Let's put in this work. Waiting a while for this though. All right, let's make sure all of this underdog is pulled over. Good. Yeah, back for another one. A couple things I've been trying to get a little bit of exposure to. Want to get my Jordan Mason up. Seems like he's got a good chance to maybe be the guy there. Was really all over Aaron Jones, but now I want to definitely pivot that to Mason. I don't think I have much Mason. I've been actively picking Jones over him, so I need to make sure I try to correct that for sure. So Mason, I actually have 6% Mason in BBM, which isn't that bad, but I want to make sure this number's going up as opposed to the Jones number, so I will be working on that. Hopefully can rectify that this one. I wanted to pull up. I just pulled up the game as well. It's a good game. It's a very good game. Is that Nico? Nico's in? Shit. Looks like it. Yeah, he's in. Wow. That's big for them. It's like he's probably played like a few minutes. All right. We'll have this up on the side. Waiting for 3. Yeah, I mean, the way I see it is I would rather, I could have just like done a couple drafts on my own, but I'd rather have the recording, get the recording going and that stuff. So hopefully that is understood. I don't know if I played any of these guys. Slauson. Okay. Feeling very slow right now. I guess it is a Friday. Waiting for one, baby. Definitely also another thing is I kind of want to make sure I'm not full fading CMC. I think I'm okay having low JT, but CMC I probably better to not be underweight CMC. I probably need to rectify that as well. So that'll be another thing I'm trying to maybe. I mean, I'm not saying I'll take him if I get the 106, but I'll definitely be more open to him at this point. But it's good to be back as always. Happy to be recording. And yeah, it's just fun. Can we get a 1-1? 1-1. Oh my god. It's almost like I asked for it. Oh, we got Chris G in here. Nice. That's a goat right there. Met that guy at the Dog Bowl as well. Super, super cool dude. Very nice. Very chill. A lot of cool people in the community. And I could say that firsthand, like meeting some of them in person. It's really cool. Happy to get Gibbs though. That's nice. I really like. I just want to get this number up as much as I can and get my chance to get a Gibbs share. So it escalated quickly. Like it was like Bijan was 101 for a while, and it just slowly started to turn, and then boom, Bijan way or behind Gibbs every time. Just it did not. It moved quickly. Beautiful. We get Gibbs. We asked for the 112 and we asked for the 101 and we get the 101. Absolutely brilliant. Bijan goes, Chase goes, Puka goes. CMC goes. JT. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to I'm trying to find my balance of what I want to do. I want to get it. Obviously, I think I want to draft. I want to get as many BBMs on stream, as many eliminators on stream as I can, and have that be the best, as good as quality content as I can. Just try to be as informative as possible. Try to keep it as fresh as possible, even though there's a lot of people doing this stuff. But I think I can at least keep talking the strategies and the way it's changing and what I've seen in terms of like the movements, what I'm after, what I'm trying to avoid. It's all kind of interesting stuff, but I'm trying to just think of the best way to go about it. I would say, objectively speaking, I want to get. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that is intriguing to me. I would say, like, looking at my exposures, there's really not too much leaks. Obviously, there's some, you know, DJ Moore is like a purposeful fade. Like, a lot of the stuff, this is like what I like to see. Like, if I'm looking through my exposures and BBM, 1/3 of the way through, I want to make sure like they make sense to me, and I like what I've seen so far. So that's good at least. But I think I need to still continue to build on the fact that I need, like, there's some players that I don't have enough of, or I was taking too much of them. I need to like cool on them. That feels pretty evident to me, at least. But we'll continue to work on it. It's a marathon, not a sprint. right. Eco goes. Let's get another rice team. And then let's get. See Devonta Smith, that's fine. Smith, Devonta Smith, Gibbs. I'm not gonna have a lot of Gibbs. Let's at least get a little more rice when I don't have anywhere near enough rice at this point. So, considering he moved up a bunch, or moved back up to where he probably should have been the whole time. So. Scored that goal. I didn't even see what happened. Oro. Super Rossi scored? I don't know. I need to look now. I'm about to find out. Jeez, that was bad goalkeeping. Torres scored, probably. He parried that. Marino. Wow. Courtois has got to be sick to his stomach watching that. That's painful. Spain, France. It's a pretty fun little semifinal, though. I'll say that much. Anyways, back to the football. The other football. I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of different angles, and I want to make sure I'm getting. I want to get good volume early, which is like I would consider now, and then like in like a month, it's about to be like pretty much the middle. Or like, well, I guess right now is the middle, but I would say like this whole range is kind of like the middle, and then like at the very end is like 1 month of the season is when it gets really crazy. All the new people get in the lobbies. There's a lot of new ADP movements. There's a lot of really good camp information that causes more movements. Like there's a lot of edge to drafting then, just because you're way less likely to have zeros on your team, which is incredibly. Is an incredibly big deal. Who do we want here? Ooh, man, I wanted JMO bad. That would have been nice. Okay, I mean, I'll just take the top two. We'll take Evans, and we'll take Montgomery. Evans was a nice. That was a nice piece there. Get that like massive correlation with the Eagles. Devonta Smith, Evans, Rice with the Niners also. So that's actually really nice to get those combos. Two guys that probably aren't paired each other as much as they probably could be. A lot of people. Well, I guess they don't. Everyone likes Gibbs, so that doesn't really jive. So never mind. It's probably where he probably goes here quite a bit, honestly. But getting Evans is kind of nice. It is interesting, like, there's going to be teams out there with 4th round Zay and 5th or 6th round Lamar. and now it's like third round Zay. It's quite a rise. Quite a rise. I have a little bit of both of that probably. Uh-oh. Oh my god. That's not a pass back. Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure I have a lot of bullets late so I can make a lot of stuff or do a lot of drafts and recordings, but I also don't want to be too behind where I have to really jam them in and like not necessarily feel stressed, because it's not really stressful to do drafts, but it gets I don't want it to feel too overwhelming, and like spreading it out as much as you can is the best way for you to not feel like, oh my god, the season starts in 10 days and I have 150 drafts to finish because I want to max these 2 contests. Like I don't think I'll be in that situation, but I want to make sure I'm on top of it, so I'm getting in a good, trying to get be on a good pace, which I am right now. I'm 1/3 of the way. The contest is about 1/3 of the way full. So if anything, because it's gonna pick up over the last 2 months quite a bit. If anything, I'm probably like slightly behind, but like I'm not behind at all. Like I can manage that. I'm gonna keep drafting, and like if I have 50, you know, if I'm like 1 month or half a month away and I got 30 BBMs to do and 30 eliminators, I can happily do that. And that'll be fun because I could just do like 2 every day. We could do a stream and do like 10 of them. Like there's a lot of different options there. So that's actually enjoyable in that regard. What is good, my guy? AZ Cards. What's going on, man? Just chilling, having a good time. Had a little bit of time in the middle of my day here, and I wanted to jump on and do a quick recording because I have a very busy weekend. I wasn't really gonna have much time. I might be able to find some time, but most likely won't be able to do anything this weekend for recording. So I wanted to knock one out now, and then next week I'll be back and good to go for 1 more week. And 1 more week next weekend, I also should have some time. So then I'll be out for a week, and then I'll be back, ready to go, ready to hit the season at full stride. All right, Drake May, Caleb, QJ. Yeah, I hate this range of everything. DK Metcalf. It's like the only person I'm like willing to pick over here that feels like reasonably good. Take Drake May. God, I do not want to take Quentin Johnson, and I'm not going to. So, let's do Drake May. I was really locked out there. I had not really any idea what I wanted to do, and I think what I'm going to do is backstack the Patriots. Maybe throw on the Chiefs too. But I'm not having QJ. I'm not eating that price. I don't feel like he's a good pick. I don't care that he rose so much. I will take him sometimes, but I'm not going to take a bunch of them. I don't feel like he's a good pick. I don't think he's going to get a bunch of touchdowns, which is I think is the only way he's going to get there. I don't trust it. I'm not into it at all. Oh my gosh, yeah. Me too. I'm ready for dailies as well. I mean I love Bestball, and it's just so fun to have it throughout the season. Like, hey, I got the Bestball teams. We'll see what happens. Maybe they turn out really well. Maybe they turn out okay. Regardless, it's fun to sweat it and to kind of take a look at it. And then ideally you have a few finals teams you can enjoy the sweat in week 17. But like the dailies are just so fun. The game theory, the different angles, every single slate, the low owned pieces that you're like surprised are low owned, or you take advantage of them or in some way. Like, it's just so fun. And obviously me and you both probably can relate to having pretty good success in it, so I'm sure that's part of it too. But it's fun. It sure is fun. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I hate that. That's like a disgusting range of running of like quarterback, running back, receiver, just the whole range. It's just actually the quarterbacks I'm willing to take, but like everything else just feels completely awful. Each week is getting we can scroll round week or the GM. Yeah, exactly. And it's fun because it really does like ping pong, like not ping pong, but like it does like vary from week to week. Like some weeks will literally be, oh well, I didn't get Gibbs CMC combo because CMC's banged up. You know, I didn't get that combo this week, so I'm dead. Or it's like, hey, you able to win because you scroll down to low owned, I don't know, Josh Downs, or you low owned Matthew Golden. You know, he scored 2 touchdowns, whatever it is. Like those are just so fun. So fun. It really doesn't get old. Shaheed week. Yep. Shaheed week. Yeah, there's just so many different things. Is it Burrow double stack week? Like, do you double stack to get unique? Because no one really does that because it's really rare for it to work out. But maybe you're the guy that goes Herbert, QJ, Ladd, or you go Herbert, Harris, Ladd, or something. You know, that is interesting. It's so fun. It doesn't get old. It doesn't get old because it's like, what's the best ball? It doesn't get old either, but it does feel like, oh my goodness, it's a long summer. But it's fun because it's like all payoff, you know, like after you're done, you just set them and watch them. I think that's kind of fun. But like the idea that every week you just play the BRs and then, oh, after Sunday, okay, on to next week. That's super, super, super fun. All right, I'll take whatever quarterback's here. Quite honestly, not sure I have a preference at this point. Okay, so there's my answer. So I'll go. Let's go. Is Worthy still there? Okay, so I can't go Worthy. So let's get Mahomes. Drake May Mahomes, and we can add Pearsall onto our bet. We can get Brooks. We can get Fannin. Let's get Harold Fannin. Yeah, I think he's going to be just fine. He's going to get tons of targets. He's really awesome last year. Happy to get Fannin on this team. I tempted to get Brooks. If I would have gotten Purdy, I probably would have stacked Pearsall with it, but I kind of feel like one of Evans or Pearsall is going to be good, especially if Kittle's healthy. I think it's one of Evans or Pearsall at this point. Yeah. That's where I had my biggest wins were the first week of the season and the first week of the playoffs. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, the first few weeks are nice. It's really, you can get some crazy stuff like, and it's always every single year. It's like, oh my God, this is happening. No one thought this was going to happen, or most of the community didn't think this was going to happen, and then there it is. You know. There it is. Rachaad White going for 3 touchdowns in week 1, you know, whatever. It's something like that's going to happen. Everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, we had no idea what we were talking about. Stuff like that. Which is not like, it's not like to bash anyone. It's just true. Like, it's just every year, it's always so wrong what happens in week 1. And then after that, it changes again. Like, I still have like some notes about just like, I don't know if it was last year or the year prior, but it's just like, yeah, Mark Andrews is dead. It's like likely season, likely he's going to break fantasy this year. He's going to score a touchdown a game. Mark Andrews is going to retire. Like, and then that was not even close to what happened. Likely it was awesome, but he did not break the slate. Excuse me. Yeah, that is straight facts. There's always an old player everyone hates breaks week 1 slate. Yeah, it's gonna be like Barkley's going to go for 40 or Henry, you know. Yeah. What's going to break people's brain the most is like Henry's going to be like the 102 week one, probably. 102 or 103. And people are like, well, why are we taking Henry higher? It's just interesting how it always changes so much. It's actually a pretty good range of receiver here. I wouldn't say I like all of them, but I'm okay with all of these guys here. It would be a good time to get my Mason share. Not that I like need him for this team, but I'd like to get him. Travis Kelce, the married man. Did he go? Where'd he go? He went early. Where'd he go? Oh, he's just later. Oh, 120. Okay. For some reason, I thought he was a little bit earlier than that. Oh, he's just right in my face. I just can't see him. Okay, that makes more sense. There goes Mason. Following the flock and doing 3-3. No, no, not at all. I mean, I like the 3 tight end builds. I can't like deny they feel extremely cozy. So I totally get that aspect of it. But no, I'm not following the pack there. I think I would generally say like I really like the 2 quarterback builds. If you get the right two quarterbacks, like depending on who you have, like this one, totally fine to go 2 all day, you know. So let's go ahead and see what we want. Let's get let's get Wandale, and let's get Kelsey or Casey Concepcion. Let's get the double. Chiefs double. Why not? Patrick Mahomes, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, Gibbs, Monty. Totally fine. Yeah. I mean, for me, yeah. In Eliminator, I think I want to go 3-3, like 80, probably 80, 75% of the time. Regular contests, I'm happy to do 2 tight end, happy to do 2 quarterback. Typically, I'll have 3 of one of them. Most drafts. I would say there's probably a larger. I have a larger amount of teams that have 3 of one than 3 of both, and then because I just like having extra shots for the skill position, and then I like to have. I like having some teams that are like the 2-7-7-2, the 2-6-8-2. Those feel really strong as like a anchor RB. You could do like 2-7-7-2 for like a 0 RB type team. You can go even crazier, go 2-8-6-2. Those are really fun. 2-4-10-2 if you want to go like heavy running back early. A lot of different ways to slice it, but I like those a lot just because you get an extra bullet at those positions. But typically, if you're going to take an extra bullet, it's like receiver or tight end always feels like the best as of right now, just because the position has more like usable scores. Projectable usable scores like later in the draft. Yeah, I'm tired right now. It's bad. Okay. And Kelsey, and then I wanted to go Henry. Yeah, I wanted to go Henry. I'll probably go next. And then that's pretty much all the Patriots I feel interested in drafting. Leave the light on for like Kyle Williams type. Eli Raritan, man. Yeah. We got Henry. Be a good time to get another running back as well. One of these folks decides to fall to me, I'll take them. I've been doing some unique eliminators build. Yeah, I think you told me about that last time. Yeah, that makes some sense because if you're just punting tight end, just punt it and, you know, make quarterback work with volume. Make tight end just like, oh, I don't care about tight end. Whatever, I'll get touchdowns here and there. And then play the one, like the skill position players, which are your bulkier points, just make them like strong. And I think what it sounds like you're accomplishing, like the way you're drafting those is definitely makes sense. 2-7-7-2 the limit. I'm trying to set my quarterback so some other positions are not buying when my quarterbacks are. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so you don't want to. Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, definitely don't. We don't want to have too many week 8 buys, week 10, whatever, in your eliminator drafts. Very, very, very important. Yeah, that's something I need to kind of get out of my brain, is just like the stacking element in eliminator. It's really not. It's not like you can't do it. It's not like it's not going to be helpful. It's not like it's going to hurt you significantly, but it's really not necessary by any stretch of the imagination. All right. Excuse me. I mean, I could just do Tajay Henry. Yeah, I'll do that. So Henry first. There's my third tight end. And then let's do Tajay here. Gibbs, Monty, Tajay, Drake, May, Mahomes. Receivers are Rashee Rice, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, and Wan'Dale Robinson. And then we have Fannin, Kelsey, Henry at tight end. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I have a couple of interesting teams for my footy stuff here. Okay, not bad. Are you on that most or off? Good question, AZ. Let's think. What player am I on that most people are off? I would say, I mean, I'm not. Maybe look at my ownership. I'll do, I think the easiest answer right this second. I mean, there's probably some other options. I would say probably Kalen Black. Because like I could give you like an easier answer, like Katron Allen. There's a lot of people that don't believe Katron Allen. There's a lot of people that don't think Brooks is going to do anything. But like, I think there's enough people that like Brooks, enough people that like Allen. Definitely enough people that are interested in Travis Hunter that I'm not going to use those, even though those would be a better, would be good. I'm not taking Kalen Black all the time, but I still think like if I'm taking my shot and I want to like, if I want to punt running back and take a 0 RB bullet, there's not many more interesting than him at the end of the draft. And obviously it's Jaden Blue, stuff like that emerges, but like, you know, he had a lot of good like measurables. Dude is athletic. Dude's got some just chops. I remember Davis talking about it pretty early on, like the offseason, just like a lot of his like athletic traits were super intriguing to honestly everyone. And he wasn't gonna get drafted at all early. He's gonna get drafted like the 5th or 6th round. Ended up getting drafted a lot earlier than that. And I think that kind of speaks volumes. But then again, it's like, why take Kalen Black when he's going to be probably shadow realmed by the Niners, because that's what they do with every running back. I get that fully, but this guy just seems like cut a little different. And even if you want to say, oh, he's, you know, whatever, he sucks, or oh, why would you do that until you get more information? Sure. These are all things that are fair. But I think like the way I see it is I'm willing to take that shot. I'm not going to take him every single time I draft, but I'm willing to take that shot because, yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But all right, let's get this going. Sorry, I'm going to get Trey Harris and I guess Trayer Sampson, I guess. Let's get an Algier team. Trayer's Algier. Yeah, I don't really see a reason why like he can't just be like one of the best picks on the board. Like we know backups Niners running back is worth drafting, and like if Jordan James is going to be like clearly drafted more at this point, and I don't know how long that's going to be the case, but I'd love to get a decent amount of him now and just wait and see what happens. I'm not saying you should have a bunch, but like have a good amount and wait and see what happens. I mean, if you're doing a portfolio teams, I think that's what I would do. That's what I am doing. Wait and see what happens. If Black ends up being the guy, that guy's gonna rise 20, 30, 40 picks very easily. Like if we get any sort of clarity, like, hey, Shanahan loves this guy. He drafted him for a reason. I know he's done this before, but this guy is showing out. He looks really good. And like, yeah, even if like, yeah, the whole thesis is CMC gets hurt anyways. Like we're not drafting Keelan Black because we think he's going to steal CMC's work. That's not why you draft Keelan Black. You take it because if they go down, you get the chance of having 1A in the San Fran backfield, or maybe even the 1 in the backfield. And I'd rather take that shot on him than Jordan James. What up, dude? What up? I saw some of your running back content. That was pretty interesting. Hopped in there to give Hampton some love. My guy. Hope you're doing well. 90% Keon Coleman. What's up, Terry? Welcome back. Welcome back. You got some Keon Black. Yeah, you're big on Keon. It's very interesting. I did take him. I think I took him once because you called it. Who did I just take last? Was it? Oh, Taekwon would be fun. Yeah, my ownership is not updating for some reason. Oh, because I don't have him in BBM yet. Number 3, like, already subscribed. Hey, Finding Fantasy. Oh, AFE. What's up, Fantasy Dog? Welcome back. Sorry, I had trouble reading for a second. CMC goes down, then oh boy, we're sitting pretty. Exactly, Terry. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like I'm gonna hitch my wagon to that. I'm hitching my wagon to that. If he, oh, you know, easy cards. Hell yeah. Okay, love to see it. Yeah, I'm just hitching my wagon to that, and if it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well. And if I get, and the thing is, I'm not like, excuse me, geez, I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, that's the main thing is like, don't have your head in the sand. Like you could have a take on something, but like once you get more information and continue to get more and more and more and more information, don't just like ignore it. Listen to the information you're getting and apply it to your drafting. Like if you like, oh, okay, well, okay, clearly it's not Keelan Black. Maybe it's the time to take, let me start taking a little bit of Jordan James, you know, then you start taking him. You don't have to take him immediately, but like that's the time to take him is when things are looking a little dicey. We're gonna take him now too because we're talking about him so much. Keelan Black, that is. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep clicking the button. I have no problem with it at all. I do think Taekwon's a fun pick. Let's do Taekwon Thornton. I still think Marshawn Lloyd's an amazing pick. I'm gonna take probably 5 running backs and stop. So probably we need another receiver now. Bateman. Crap. We're just taking Keelan Black now. So we got May Mahomes, Gibbs, Monty, Spears, Algier, Keelan Black, Rashee Rice, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, Wando Robinson. Like I'm weaker at receiver, but I started to like sprinkle in these guys. Like, hey, Wando Robinson's going to give me some points. I think that Metcalf should get some decent volume there. Fannin, Kelsey, Henry is just fine at tight end. I don't care about the double 11 week buy. That doesn't matter. But yeah, I think 5 running backs is good here, I think. you start with Gibbs. You're playing for Gibbs to be healthy all season. Week 6, I'll have Monty, Spears, Algier, and Black. I think that's totally fine. I can make that work. Yeah, let's get another receiver. Let's do, who do we want to do? Who do we want to draft? If there's even an option that's even like remotely interesting, I'll take them, but getting a little bit picked through right now. All right, we'll figure it out. All right. Fancy Dog, yes, there was all the goats in the chat. Highest owned for me is Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is a good pick. Just, yeah, getting a starting quarterback for cheap. It seems fine. Tyron Tracy, I'm high on also. I haven't really got on to him much because I really liked Scatterbo last year and he showed what he could do. Obviously got hurt, but I still think Tracy is like gonna get iced by Scatterbo just because Scatterbo just showed so much promise. And Tracy didn't look bad, has not looked bad always, but Scatterbo looks good, man. Play of the week is C-Rod and Algier. Yeah, I think C-Rod at his price is probably a pretty good pick. I took a good amount of him early. I need to take a little bit at a lower price. I will be doing another draft. I will definitely be doing another draft. Yeah. I'm either doing an Eliminator or a BBM. I think Eliminator, but I'm not sure yet. Actually, no, I'm gonna do a BBM, and then I probably have to go after that because I gotta pick up my dog. And then we'll see. I'll definitely be back next week. I'll be doing, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll get like, maybe I'll go crazy next week and do like 4 recordings. But yeah, all right, bet. Let's do an Elam. Let's do an Elam. I'm down for that. All right. Drake May, Mahomes, Gibbs, Monty, Tyjae Spears, Algier, Kalen Black, Rashid Rice, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, Wandale Robinson, Trey Harris, Tyquan Thornton, Harold Fannin, Travis Kelce, and Hunter Henry. And we're going to end this team with I mean, Horton's one of my favorite clicks just because I think dude literally like got hurt after scoring 2 touchdowns in a game. And like that's like that alone, like this guy's got some juice. They did obviously sign Shaheed, and he could just be a bigger role, but I like to bet against Cooper Kupp. So let's get a Torrey Horton on this team. All right, I'll hop into the Elam. Let's do it. As long as it fills within a reasonable amount of time, I'll do an Elam. Should 1 spot left. Ooh, 1 spot. Sorry if everyone wants it. If more people wanted to get in, I'm sorry. I have no control over this. Oh, I got no one in here. Damn it. Well, let's do another one. If you guys want to get in one, I'll multi-table. Let's do 2. I need to do a lot anyway, so if you didn't get in the first group or the first room for the Eliminator, I'm going to jump in another one right now. So I'll multi-table this thing. Might as well get 2 in. 103. Oh, you're in. Okay. I don't know why I didn't see your name. All right, we'll probably stick with it unless Terry wanted to get in one. I can get in one more draft for Eliminator, but otherwise I will get you guys in the next one. I'll take another Gibbs team. Having 20% Gibbs in Eliminator is kind of crazy compared to how much struggle I'm having to get this exposure up in the other contests. Yeah, feel gnarly in here. A lot of sharks out in this water, man. This 1 through 106, just absolute sharks. Just kidding. Everyone in here is probably smart. I just wanted to give my guys credit. All right, let's throw some other music on. Yeah, I'd say next week, just as my light thoughts is probably I'm gonna do at least three recordings next week. We'll see if I can get to like 4 or something, but yeah. And then I think when I get back from out of town here in about 2-ish weeks, I will well, yeah, about 2.5 weeks, I'll probably set up an actual schedule where I'll probably be doing recordings Tuesday, Thursdays every week, and I'll also be doing one on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, maybe 2 of those days. So just so people have an idea when they can see me if they want to. I want to make that more accessible to you guys, so it's not like a guessing game. That's good for me. It's good for everyone else. So I need to do better and try to do that. These fast puppies are the Wild Wild West. Yeah, I haven't jumped in those streets yet. I've just been like trying to get my volume in on this other stuff, but I will. I'll have to jump in there at some point. All right, Mr. Tyquan Thornton. Have you been? I haven't asked you, or I haven't heard. Do you? What's your thoughts about your AZ cards, man? Are they gonna be? Do you like taking Jeremiah Love? Do you like taking McBride at price? Do you like taking Marvin at price? Who are you taking? You taking Michael Wilson? You jamming Algier? What's your takes? Do you have any takes? Boots on the ground takes? All right. JT Henry. Week 13 stacks are always good. Get those late buys. I don't like taking any card at price, but I do. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, like how like kind of juiced up they are. I mean, and they are good fantasy options, but like they are really buoyed by the fact that they had that fake offense last year. And your guess is as good as mine if that's going to happen again. I don't quite believe that to be something that's going to continue to happen, but you know, I could be wrong. I mean, this is kind of boring, but I think I'm just going to do this. Because I could do Brees and just fill the flex with Brees. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's do this. This is kind of interesting. So we'll start with this. Gibbs, Love, Hall. Just absolute juice out of your mind at running back. Like probably one of the most fun running back rooms you can possibly make. And now I stop for probably 90% of the draft. I'll probably take one more running back flyer later. But yeah. Yeah, at the very least, like surely, at least, hopefully their offense will be fun. Like Arizona's offense is fun. At least that makes it enjoyable to watch. They don't have to be a good team. They don't have to win games. Just be fun offense like they were last year towards the end of the year. Happy with that, especially as someone that's taking MHJ, someone that's taking Jeremiah Love. It's interesting. Like I kind of changed my Bab. I think will look better. I think it's hard for them to look worse than they did last year. All they did was move the ball in like garbage time. So hopefully, I mean, they could probably be a little more competitive, but I just hope their offense is fun at least. It's interesting how it's changed for me where I like early in the offseason, I was like, Michael Wilson's the best pick on the board. Probably had a little bit of recency bias about that. So like I just missed on Michael Wilson, didn't have like any of them last year. And I'm just like, dude, best pick on the board. Way undervalued. Marvin Harrison is who's Marvin Harrison? Like that's kind of how I felt. And now I've kind of been backtracking on that, and I kind of just feel like Marvin's gonna be. If Marvin still has a lot in him, he's still shown a lot of good. promise, and Michael Wilson is that's just like potentially a flash in the pan type of guy, like similar to a Parker Washington type, where that guy could jump up for a year and then fall back down to earth, crash down back to earth in 1 year span, and you could be sitting there holding the bag on Michael Wilson. Where I feel like Marvin Harrison, obviously, you could be holding the bag in a similar way if he's just not anywhere near the prospect we thought he was, and next thing you know, he's picked 120. He's like the Kyle Pitts arc. But you know, even if that's the case, I think there's a lot of meat on the bone for him at pick 60. And we see a lot of times where these guys, like, they're overdrafted 1 year and then they're underdrafted the next year. That could definitely be Marvin Harrison this year. But definitely some wrinkles there with who starts and how many games does Beck get. That all is very, very relevant. So it seems decently likely that Beck's going to get a good few games, maybe after the bye or maybe even before that. So he might get like 5 or 6 games, maybe even more than that. And if that's the case, you're not feeling great at all about having bags of probably any Cardinal, really. You're probably not going to feel great, but I will continue to hammer the fact that I think Jeremiah Love will be the clear one either week 1 or very, very quickly to that point, because I don't know why they're like, it didn't make any sense why they picked him there. So I'm sure as hell they're gonna try to make that pick justified by like giving that dude the rock. Trying to think of how I feel about that. Handcuffing probably more understandable, because I like taking a backfield, like give me Tyjae and Pollard in the Eliminator. So I feel like in the same vein, it does kind of feel similar, like taking the handcuff and the starter. So I think it probably makes more sense, yeah, to do that kind of thing in the Eliminator. I think I would agree with that. It took me a second to get there, but I do think that's probably pretty sharp. Yeah, T-Mac here is a blessing in disguise, honestly. You know, it's probably not the team to take Neighbors on, but I'm going to do it anyways. I don't know. Hard to say. Like, 5th round Neighbors is pretty spicy. I mean, he's probably going to continue to drop, but I don't know. I think here's what I can be sure of. I'm not going to overtake running backs. I'm not going to make that mistake. Taking 5 running backs on this team is probably a mistake. Taking 4 seems fine. I could stop at 3. I probably am going to do 4 though. Honestly, no, I might just do 3, and then just start hammering do tight ends late, and then hammer receiver now, so I can get as many like decent options now. Because what you don't want to do with Neighbors is, I mean, it's better if I started Chase and then I went Chase, and then I went Devonta Smith, and I went Nico, and then I take Neighbors. That makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, than what I decided to do, taking Neighbors on an already weak receiver room. But I do believe I can make it work. Now, if Neighbors doesn't play till week 9, then I probably just sold I just donated $10, but that's fine. Basically, my goal for the rest of this draft is make sure receivers look. If I just pretend Neighbors is literally just like this guy could be literally nothing, or he could be an absolute giga smash. So like I just think you just pretend that you just lost a roster spot when you just took neighbors on this eliminator team. Like oh shit, I got a Underdog got mad at me and they took away my draft pick for this one. Like they took away my I have 17 picks this draft because I wanted an achievement. Underdog released achievements, and you can draft 17 players instead of 18, and you get an achievement. So that's what just happened when I drafted neighbors there. So now I pretend this team does not have neighbors. I only have one receiver right now. I need to get back up now. So we'll see what falls to me at receiver, but I'm definitely going to be trying to get some guys. The problem is I'm running into this range I already dislike, and I'm gonna be sitting here staring at like the players I don't want to pick. But we'll figure it out. Like I would have loved JMO at 62. Tyson, I don't like that much just because he's a rookie. He's going to be a slow starter most likely. I mean, this is like a Sutton-ass team, really. So whatever I decide to do, I'm going to have to probably reach for it a little bit, I'm thinking. Hard to pass up in the 6, a player that could be wide receiver 1. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And this is this is like Eliminator of all tournaments is like one of the most top-heavy tournaments in general. Like, there's no like, make it to the finals. Like, if you make it to the finals, you already made a bunch of money. Like, it's so hard to get to this end. It's so hard to get to this last 3. Like, it is. I'm pretty sure it's harder to get to this final than it is to get to the. Well, I'm actually certain of that. It's harder to get to this final than it is to get to the BBM finals, which is already really hard to do in itself. So I'm not going to take neighbors every time because I think that's a good way to just absolutely nuke your... Okay, actually this worked out okay. I'm actually not mad at all. Give me Marvin, guy we just talked about, and give me Metcalf. That's fine. I honestly thought they were going to be gone. That worked out really well for me. So now I'm at T-Mac, Neighbors, Harrison, Metcalf. That feels really good to be alongside these 3. We'll see how the draft comes to us. I am strongly considering going 3 running backs on this team and stopping. The only problem is like that if you leave yourself susceptible to like if one of them goes down at any point, then you're just riding 2 running backs. And that could be really risky. Or if one of them goes down and then it's a bye week, it's like, oh, Brees gets hurt at week 10, and then you have Jeremiah Love's bye week and you have 1 running back in week 14. That could be a major problem. Of course, if I make to week 14, I'm already pretty happy, but don't really need to leave yourself open to that kind of risk. But Rashad White at 76. Damn, he goes early in this. Wow. I mean, that was a reach, but like he goes pretty early still. Wow. So when you kind of think of it that way, like this, I'm gonna write this down because I feel like this is kind of sharp. I'll kind of think of my take here and I'll build my take up, but let me. Eliminator. Okay, I also have notes. I have like the last year's winners or last year's top 3. That's really interesting. I need to look at that more. So there's this phenomenon that happens, and I kind of feel like, okay, this is a work in progress take, but I think it makes sense. So like if in the Eliminator, I'm speaking about the Eliminator specifically, like if we're pushing these running backs up the board so much, we're pushing up the running backs so much up the board, because that's very clearly what's happening. Like Rashad White goes like 10 picks earlier. Manungai is going earlier. Like just all of these guys are going slightly earlier. And when you think about it, it's like, hey, like Gibbs is still the 101. That didn't change. Bijan's still in the top 2. That didn't change. These guys are still first round picks. Like it kind of feels like super flex in that sense, is where you end up like, oh, I just took second round Kyler Murray. And it might be even multiplied, because like in this, they're like legit the same ADP. Some of these guys are like almost the same pick, like Barkley at 12, basically the same ADP. But in Superflex, you're taking like quarterbacks that go and pick 100 in the second round. So long story short, I believe, okay, let's make this pick first. Ooh, Lemon be nice. I'd take Lemon all day here. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do Lemon. And then we might as well, ooh, do we, no, we don't do that. Or do we? We do that. We do it, I think. Yes, we do. Yeah, like sure, don't stack. You don't have to stack, but here's what I'm thinking. Neighbors is out week 1. Remember, we already crossed his name out. Neighbors is out week 1. Dart takes over, doing everything, and then when his boy gets back, Neighbors gets 8 targets a game, 10 targets a game, smashing. Anyways, so what I'm saying is I think there's probably a phenomenon that happens in Eliminator now more this year than last year, because they're probably pushed up more than they were last year, running backs. I think there could be some elements of the Superflex thing where the running backs in the mid-range are getting pushed up too much to a spot where they're probably not good picks, and the receivers that are then falling down are the best picks that you can take. It's like similar to like Superflex, where I mean I can't think of it off the top of my head right this second. Let me pull up Superflex rankings if they have that. What's good, Disbanded Brotherhood? Good to see you again. Yeah, I think you're probably right. It'll be a lot different just because, yeah, it's a new year, you know. Everything changes. The ADP landscape changes. The running backs that hit, the receivers that hit, the rookies that hit, it all gets different. Okay, there's Superflex. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is it has a similar like feeling, like Eliminator has a similar feeling eerily than the same way that Superflex feels. So when you take Josh Allen as your 101 and you pair him with Genty, so these are your first 2 picks. These are your first 3 picks. You take Josh Allen, Genty, and James Cook. There's let's just do Lamb for good measure. So these are your first 3 picks. On the other side, if you want to go, if you have the turn pick, you end up picking, let's just say you're at the turn, right? So you pick Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, and on the turn you pick, what is that, pick 36? Yeah. And then at the turn you pick Kenneth Walker. It's like, who do you want? Like, this is kind of how I'm feeling about this type of team that I'm building. It's like, do you want Josh Allen, Lamb, and Genty, or do you want Dak, Herbert, and Kenneth Walker? I think that question already answered itself. Obviously, oh, you got the 101. Of course, your team's gonna look better. I just think that that doesn't even feel like it's even remotely close to the same. Let's get Golden, a guy I want to get more of. Kittle, I'm gonna take my hand off the wheel there. Do we go likely and just say, hey, let's get these points? No, we're not doing that. We're gonna go. Mark Andrews, Kincaid. Let's do Kincaid. He's got some good weekly stuff, weekly upside. So we'll get Kincaid. Look at these goats right here. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something to this, though. I think there's something to this, and you're not gonna be able to take the early running backs every time, but I do feel like if you can avoid taking, like, having to be the guy that's grabbing Bucky at 45, Henderson at 52. I mean, I know he reached on these guys a bit, but like, not that crazy, I don't think. Like, but one guy's probably pretty high up, isn't he? 88. So he reached a lot. That's kind of a bad example. I would say maybe like this guy, like who took Swift, Stevenson, I would say pretty ahead of ADP compared to normal. I don't know. I think I'm workshopping that take, but I feel like that is kind of something I'm going to try to hitch my wagon to there in the Eliminator this year. And I haven't had, like, other than just like playing it smart, watching the bye weeks, playing it smart, making sure you're not going crazy about your, you're not overdoing positions. You're making sure you have as strong as you can at every position, not going 8 receivers and going 0 RB on every team. Probably not a good idea. It's going to be really tough to get through that in week 1, 2, 3. But I think this just sold it for me. Like, so I mean, we're gonna add one more pick. So you get Chase Brown too. So like, this is like these are the starts you could have. Like, you get Genty, Lamb, Allen, and then I guess you can get George Pickens, or you get Nico. It's like, would you rather have Genty, Lamb, Allen, and Nico, or Dak, Herbert, Kenneth Walker, and Chase Brown in Superflex? Like, still, like, I want that Lambs and Allen side every day of the week. So if that made no sense to you, what I'm trying to say is I'm just saying that I think that the early running backs in Eliminator are probably even more important than they are in anything else, because they're not overly pushed up the board as like the mid-range guys are in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th round. Those guys are pushed up heavily because people are like, shit, I don't want to lose that running back. I want to get these predicted points. But when you take like this, you start like this, you get a much better group of players around them. So you're not artificially pushing up running backs just for safety purposes. So yeah, like, Swift does not go 42 in regular contests by any means. It's like 50s or 60s. Where does Swift go in regular? 50 something? 50, yeah. He goes up. He's eight picks more expensive, and he's probably going to continue to move up that. Yeah, I think I'm in on this tape now. I'm bought in. All right. I need to get dimes before I get boxed out of quarterback. I almost lost track of quarterback. Gino. I got a little bit lost there of what I wanted to do, but I think it's fine. It's all good. Let's get my last running back. Bigsby would be good. Ray Davis would make some sense. Let's get a handcuff type guy, or Lloyd would be good, I guess, too. So let's do one of those guys. And then tight end, we got to finish up strong here. Get a couple more tight ends on this team. Schultz would be great. Helm, Dulcich, totally fine. Yeah. I reached 14 spots for Warren because of my buys. Didn't want to top 2 running backs at the same week of the buy. Fucking Charles. Yeah, and I'm not referring to this year. I think that running backs are going to like continue to bulk up in this, like go up the board. and same with quarterbacks, but to a different level. And quarterbacks makes the most sense to me because if you're behind at quarterback, you're going to just lose immediately in this. That's why I'm considering taking 4 right now. Really tough decision right now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do. Yeah, I almost did that too, but I'm not letting that happen. I'm making sure I have my stuff locked in now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think probably could have took another quarterback a little earlier just so I didn't have to. I could have avoided the situation entirely. But now I think I'm gonna grab a 3rd quarterback, or a 4th quarterback, just to have one. Receiver feels a lot better. Like I said, I'm not gonna include neighbors just to like kind of get an assess the room as I should. McMillan, Harrison, Metcalf, Lemon, Golden. I need at least 2 receivers. So, I mean, this is like probably a 4... Ooh, I don't know, like a 4-3-8-2 or something. Maybe I stop at 7 receivers and just go there. Pittman had the quarterback queued. Yeah, I did. Pittman was interesting. I thought about grabbing him as well. But I already had Metcalf. Man. Interesting. I don't know. This is a fun build. I'm just trying to figure out how to land it now. I actually really didn't want to take Daniel or Geno Smith there. That was honestly a panic pick. So not what I wanted to do at all. I would take Brissett, but like the problem is he's not. I mean, I guess Brissett's fine. I mean, the problem is I would like to. Oh, he's gone. Cousins is a good pick too. All these week 13s late. Damn. I mean, the only pick that's like, I could take one of the Cleveland guys, but which one are you taking in this? Neither. I don't know. I mean, Dart can get me through week 13, so let's just live with what we have because this is totally fine until week 13, and if I lose week 13 because I took Geno Smith there, then I'll come back to the stream and have to deal with the punishment of. Let's see. Let's get one of these guys. Ooh, AD Mitchell makes more sense early, right? Let's go AD Mitchell. He's been looking good. Let's get this. This is probably a good pivot to AD Mitchell there. Like, yeah, if this comes back to haunt me and I'm like, I shouldn't have took Geno Smith there. Oh well. But let's get Geno stacked up with a guy that's probably going to be better early than Cooper. Might be more of a late round or later a later bet. Okay, yeah, we like what we got going here now. To a box out. We did get boxed out. I did get 3 though, so I don't feel too bad. What did you end up with? Oh, you had to take. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, you mess around with quarterback, you find out quick. Yeah, you really need one of these guys to get there. Like, Shadur starts, then you're probably looking okay. That's not fun. This feels fine. I mean, Geno should start all year. Daniel Jones should start all year. Dart will start all year as long as he's not awful and doesn't get hurt. Or he doesn't get hurt. And then what did the Giants play week 13? They play the Niners. I think that's a good roll, I think. They play the Niners week 13. They got to put up points. Hopefully Neighbors is back and we can get a big week from Dart. Yeah. I mean, like I said, if I make to week 13, I'm probably profiting like a 500x on this team or something, or maybe 100 or 1000x. So I think I'm probably okay with the results after that point. That's probably like a 500x. It's probably a 5,000 to get to week 13. Maybe 2,500 or something. So yeah, one more running back, I think. I have 3 picks. One more running back, one more receiver, one more tight end probably. So 3, 4, 8, 3. McMillan, Harrison, Metcalf, Lemon, Golden, Mitchell. Bye weeks are good. I ran perfect on the bye week with no overlapping so far. Jeremy Bernard's there. We got Bateman, we could do another like early season type of bet. Pat Bryant. Oh, Pat Bryant feels like one of the best picks on the board down here. I guess I could take Kalen Black if that's the only option I had, but I probably won't. I'd probably take K-Tron over him right now. There goes Marshawn Lloyd. Let's see what Neil's got. Yeah. What I would expect. Looks very strong. A lot of predictable points. Yeah. Maybe got Keon Coleman. You hear that, Terry? Got Keon Coleman up in here, man. Okay, Terrence Ferguson and Pat Bryant. So missing out on Lloyd, I mean, I don't know. It's fine. Getting another receiver I like is more important than getting the extra running back. I am going to get an extra running back. I just don't know who it's going to be. I think if I have to get down to Claiborne, I think it's probably not worth even taking anyone. Yeah, I mean, crap. I mean, maybe it's fine. I don't need like this player is probably most useful for me. Whoever this player is probably most useful for me in week 14 or 13. So maybe Kalen Black's just fine to take. Where's Terry? I thought what did he say? It's Terry. Yes. Sir, we got easy cards up in here, baby. Drafting Keon Coleman. This is it for me, guys. Last stream for now. I will be back next week for sure. Oh no, Cousins will be week 13. Okay. I'll be back next week for sure. I might try to get one in this weekend, but definitely gonna have a little bit of busyness going on, so I probably will be back next week. So, and like I said, I'm gonna try to do 3 or 4 recordings next week. So look forward to that if you enjoy the content. Yeah, I thought that was probably pretty sharp to get both. Thank you, Disbanded. Hey, you have a good weekend as well. You as well, AZ Cards. You as well. Look at all these people hopping in the chat. Fancy Dog. Have a good weekend, man. Enjoy it. But yeah, as your name is Fancy Dog, I got to go pick up my dog from his haircut. So that's what I got to go do. And yeah, gonna enjoy the rest of the day. And then got a busy day tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I'll just take Kalen Black just because, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think the only mistake I'm sure I made more mistakes than that, but only mistake I could think of off the top of my head that I feel I regret is taking Geno Smith there, as I got like nervous. Not nervous, but I got like a little bit flustered, probably because I was yapping too much. But I probably would have rather took like Tua and like double tap like Tua and Penix or something. I might have maybe done that, but I think this worked out okay because week 13 is when I will need another quarterback anyways, and hopefully Dart can get it done against the Niners then. If I'm in week 13, I'm already pretty happy with my eliminated performance. So if that bridge is crossed, I'm still happy about what I did. And then I still have, I mean, these guys will be able to fill in some scores throughout the whole year, I believe. And then I think getting that extra receiver instead of taking a fourth quarterback was probably useful for me, considering what I have and the weakness I'm worried about. But I think I got great picks. Like McMillan at 48, fantastic. That feels like getting a third-round pick in the fourth, or like an early or like a late second or early third in the fourth. Like that feels good. Kalen Black, sure. So recap the team real quick before we get out of here. We got Jackson Dart, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith. This is the Eliminator, by the way, so it's 50-50. So first week is 50-50, 6 of 12. So you're trying to get through as your top 6 in your pod. And then it's 1 of 2, 1 of 2. So you're just head-to-head all the way until week 17, and you have a 3-seat final. So very, very fun contest. Plan to max it this year. Excited to do that again. Yeah, good time. Jackson Dart, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith, Gibbs, Love, Hall, Kalen Black, and then we got T-Mac, Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison, DK Metcalf, Mekhi Lemon, Matthew Golden, A.D. Mitchell, and Pat Bryant at receiver. Tight ends, we have Kincaid, Gunnar Helm, and Terrence Ferguson. So I'm happy with it. Hope you guys all enjoyed the content. Hope you guys all have a good weekend, like I said before. Thanks for hanging out. It was a really, really good time. Charles, thanks for hanging out. Nice meeting you again. Hopefully get to meet you again at some point and hang out again. Fancy Dog, thanks for being here. Just Brandon Brother, thanks for being here. Gotta go through the list of all these fun people. Terry, thanks for being here as well. GAB, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, it was an absolute blast. Pleasure being here with you guys. Yeah, be safe. Have a good weekend. As always, find value in everything you do. And we'll see you guys next time. Later.